and stuff, and then had to help with the tech woes. Wanted to do some laundry stuff. Wasn't able to do that because I've told myself I just want to write one journal entry from my last game set. That's it. That's all I want to write. I wasn't even gonna play. I haven't played, and I was like, no, I have to write my journal entry first for the game, and no, I couldn't because of tech things. Kiddo needed to use Edie's computer and was talking to a friend because they're working on stuff, and it's just like, oh, and Kiddo could not get their headset for some reason to work with Edie's thing, and had to listen to things on their screen while talking with their friends over speakerphone, so they're over here. Multiple streams of dialogue are happening over here. And I am thankfully able to enjoy G1's stream. Well, she built her cool Minecraft thing, which is awesome. That actually helped. Turning on the volume to help drown out that chatter. But when people are talking, it's hard for me to write. So I can still write a little bit. So. Very much a day of didn't do anything I intended to do. But I did get Ellipsis somewhat set up. Yeah, I did. I've been playing around with Ellipsis some. I'm still not exactly sure how to use it or if I'm using it correctly. So, there'll be an ad starting very soon. Just FYI. So, but it was fun. I decided to have, because my character had a very bad day last time I played, it was comically bad. It's one of those, if I wrote this, in a novel, you'd call bullshit. If you ever had a narrative thing or a thing happened in your life, and you're like, if I wrote this down, and there are things in history, too, where you're like, stranger things have happened, but not a lot. So that was really interesting, playing the game and having things go from bad to worse to dangerous to deadly. It's just like, oh no, it just kept getting worse. And finally ends up with my character feverish and diseased at some inn in the middle of nowhere. I have no idea where it is. My character in the game would not have any knowledge of this. Be because delirious with a fever, no stamina, literally, it hurts your stamina. I have the mods that make diseases actually have some sort of effect. Not just actually have the effect the diseases have, but actually will put visual effects on your screen. If you're feverish, it'll, be hazy. Hey, unknown. How goes? $30 degrees Celsius? No, that's great. That's the Celsius. That's 86 degrees. Or is it like -30? In which case, yeah, no, that's bad. That's -22. Oh, 86 is hypothermia? No, not really. What? Oh, oh, that's right. Never mind. That is hypothermia. You are correct, random note generator. That's weird though, because technically, I'm okay-ish unknown. I had like kind of somewhat good / frustrating afternoon. But my body temp is there. My body temp is at 96. 95 is not unusual for me. Am I like low-key hypothermic? That's weird. What if you just have an average? Because heck, when I went in to give birth, they noted, oh, your body temp. They said, well, your body temperature is higher than usual because it always is. And it was like they're like, this is average body temp. Oh no, you must be. I'm like, no, that's high for me. I'm feeling warm. That was weird when I was pregnant. My body temperature was average, and I'm like, you guys live like this? Jeez. I had things I wanted to do this afternoon, unknown, and I didn't really get a chance to do them. I kept getting like thwarted and stuff. So, I did get some writing done. That's the important bit. So, yeah, it was very much a. So, I'm playing with ellipsis. Yeah, I got a bit done. I'm actually having fun. I'm writing. Okay, so this is the whole freaking thing. Um, it's big. But on the right hand toolbar, I don't know if that would work for you. If you hit outline and you go all the way down to the unfinished one, which I think is the last one. This is the part I'm working on right now. Because honestly, my character had the worst day in game I think I've had since the game started. And writing it is wow. It's one of those series of events where it's one of those. It's like, I think if I put this in a movie, people would call bullshit because it's improbable, and it's like no. It just went from bad to worse to even worse and more horrible, and then like nearly dying like multiple times, and it just kept getting worse. It's like if it was out of the frying pan and into the fire, and then onto the lava flow on Mount Doom. Basically, it was bad. And oh shit, I did not realize. I thought I had the disadvantage of this is that I can't tell how much drink I have sometimes. I thought I had more, but I was wrong. Oh, one sec. I'm gonna refill. 2 seconds, steep my tea. I knew I needed more tea, so I filled my kettle. I did not fill this. Well, I will be back in a moment, and I will regale you with the fictional story of my character having a terrible day. Because it is kind of funny. Okay, I'm back with the drink. Ah, welcome back, unknown. Just in time. So, my character had a doozy of a day. To the point where she can't write in her journal, Arander is writing in her journal for her because she is unconscious. And pretty much, it's one of those, we don't know how much you'll remember of today, so we're going to write it down for you. We know you like to do this. I mean, he's the priest, so they can trust him not to read it, you know? But also, he volunteered because he knows her secrets. Others don't. Like, she told him things. Even though she's, like, she can sort of identify, like, my character is like, oh, yes, with Lydia. Lydia, they're both ladies and stuff, whatever. Roughly the same age. There you go. So they have that going on. Valdemar is a nerdy mage, so they can nerd out together. And, just geek out about their magic stuff. Miranda's a priest, but he has a past. Because we are both shady people, so, and he understands on a slightly deeper level than the other two. He gets it. He gets it. So he's the one who volunteered to write the journal entry. I don't know how my hair's going to stay up because I don't have any stuff for it, but we'll see. So what happened is right? My character, like, we're heading to a town, leaving Windhelm, the city that's very blustery, for our little town, south. We leave, and we pass by a fort, and I was at this fort before. And we didn't get a chance before we got teleported out of there by, a demon. A demon literally just teleported us out of there. So there's chests and doors and shit I didn't get a chance to get into that I know are in there. We're walking past, and it's like, we got unfinished business up there. Let's go. Let's finish looting the place. And it's like, alright. So we go. What's this random generator? They made a game about yogurt? Oh god. I've heard of this. I've heard this. I've heard this. Yep. So what happened with my character is she ends up we go in there and we loot the chest, we find the stuff. That's all well and good. Oh, there we go. So, yeah, we loot the chest. We find what we're looking for. It's all good. And we realize, we thought we'd cleared it of mages, right? Because it was full of battle mages and stuff. We thought we'd cleared this citadel out of baddies. But there was one left. And we find him. And inside the room is a whole bunch of, where we find him at the bottom of these stairs, and just beyond him there's like a big portcullis with, a lever on the wall to open it up. So we go in there. So we kill this guy and we go in, and we see that the room. We open the gate, and the room is full of. There's like a depression in the floor full of hot coals, and there's bodies on it, but they're not like. It is clearly not being used to dispose of people. It is not being used to dispose of people. It is being used to torture people, and there's dead bodies in there. So we're like, oh shit. And my character has had a bad reaction to seeing stuff like that because of the dragons at Helgen. The whole, like, dead bodies, on fire, burning, everything like that. The smell of roasting flesh. So that freaked her out once already. Not too long ago, so opens that, goes in there, it's like, and I walked in there, I'm like, oh, she would freak out so bad. Yep. So I had her just bolt. Like, she just bolts. And, there was a way, we hadn't gone yet, but there was a door that had been barred on the other side in the main room when you first walk in this place. Oh, there we go. And I figure that, and it goes up the hill. Like, it's like, there's like a tower, sort of. Like, I think if you were to follow it, might have actually spiraled down a little bit. But we came to the T-junction. It could go down or up. We went down. So I figured my character just run up. Would just basically run straight, essentially, in a panic, and runs all the way up top the stairs, finds the door that we've been trying to find the other side of to remove the bar. So I bolted my character up there, went through the door, and I just kind of found a little corner to stand in the main room till they got to me. Waited a bit, during which I wrote my character had a bit of a breakdown. And Aranda was like, it's okay, you're safe. Let's go. Let's leave. We should leave. And it's like, yes, let's go. Like, alright, I'm good. Let's go. Let's get out of here. So, I just had a little episode, from from like PTSD from dragons, right? Guess what happens as soon as we leave? As soon as we leave, we basically step through the door and we get attacked by a dragon. And it's like, no fucking way. Are you kidding me? I'm like, oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. What's worse is an Oblivion dragon, not only do they breathe fire, they're kind of wreathed in flames, and they can summon fire Atronachs, so basically fire devils that throw shit at you. So it summons flame Atronachs, and it is breathing flames at us, and I'm like, okay, my character would do one of two things. Complete freak out, like complete meltdown. Bad, bad, bad. Or would get mad. She would get mad. are you fucking kidding me? So it's like, my character's like, that's it! Like, I had it up for here! So I had her. So I didn't do what I normally do when I fight a dragon. I used shouts until it fell out of the sky, and then I ran. Well, it did land. Actually, it landed quite a bit. Every time it landed, I ran up to it, and it would breathe a bunch of fire at me, but I would chug all the fire resistance and health fortification potions, and I would just shout at it, but I have an ice-based shout. So, like, it's there on the ground going rah at me, and I'm just going, back at it, surrounded by fire, but breathing ice down its throat. We're basically doing like the anime screaming match, of course, but I'm the one kind of getting pwned because I keep having to like duck behind a rocky outcrop and chug potions. It's like, I'm gonna fight this dragon in a very stupid way. We'll see what happens. We won! We won! Anytime it went up in the air, if I didn't have enough energy to do the shout that can knock it out of the sky a little bit, like the force one, I would just throw ice spike spells at it. Ice spells. It's like, wah, grr. So, very angry. And I'm like, it gets worse. It gets worse. It gets worse. Because that was bad, but we win. I absorb the dragon soul, and we take the bones and stuff and get our arrows back. It gets worse. Because we leave the citadel, which is on the top of the mountain, and we go down, we get back to the main road, and it starts to rain, which isn't bad. Rain is fine. But then it starts to lightning storm, and you can't get hit by lightning. It storms bad. I have it turned on where the weather can actually hurt you. So we're getting lightning around us. There's a random traveler on the road, and he gets hit. Like, it won't kill you, it won't one-shot you, but it hurts. It can hurt. Like, it hurts you. But he got hit. Some random dude gets hit by lightning. I'm like, oh shit. Like, what do we do? What do we do? I look, and like, there's nothing on our side of the road, but there's a drop-off and a river. I look down, I look across the river, and I see some lights kind of far up the hill. But right on the shore, there's like across the river is a little fishing hut. I can see the fire in there. I'm like, oh, we can go down there, we can be. And it's like a little like barn under like